Yeah, and that was the Dreamhack, and it
Yeah.
was so funny how we met though because we were sharing the hotel room.
Yeah.
And she somehow, I don't know what type of plane or whatever she booked, but she arrived at like, I don't know, 5, 6 a.m. And I was like, I am not staying awake for you. I'm sorry. So she came in. I heard her come in when I was sleeping, actually, and then I went back to sleep.
Yeah.
And then we woke up in the morning, and our first time meeting each other was when we had just woke up. And we were laying next to each other. It was so weird.
Oh.
Hey, she's a beauty.
Welcome to Tardux, a podcast for content creators to come on and share their stories, experiences, and advice. And I have Rubyplays today. I'm super excited to have you. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me on. I'm super
Yeah.
excited.
Cool. So, first of all, what we do to get things going is we do 3 random questions. So, are you ready?
Yep. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So, favorite place you ever traveled to?
Italy.
Oh, okay.
So nice.
That's the
Yeah.
second. So, I just did a pod the other day with somebody, and she traveled the world, and hers was Italy as well.
Yeah. No, it's so nice. And I love the cuisine and just the weather,
Mm-hmm.
just having the warm sea as well. Ah, so nice. Love it.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Second question. Growing up, what did you want to be when you grew up?
There was like a few little things, but I did want to be a YouTuber at one
No
point.
way.
I wanted, yeah, because I always used to watch like prank vs. prank and like the OG YouTubers like Joe Sugg and stuff. And I always
Yeah.
wanted to be a YouTuber because it just looks so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
shoot.
probably the main thing that I wanted to
Okay.
do.
And
Yeah.
that kind of explains why I see you have a vlogging channel that's sort of like
Yeah.
older before your streaming stuff. So, okay. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Don't really post on that often though, only when I travel, but yeah, that is why.
All right. And third question, what was the last good TV show or movie you watched?
Well, I'm currently watching Criminal Minds,
Oh, okay.
and that's got a lot of episodes in it. So after
Yes.
stream, I'll put on a couple episodes. Yeah, that's
Nice.
my
That's a
my
great
main
show.
that I'm watching right now. Yeah, it's really
Yes.
good. Yeah,
All right.
love it.
So first of all, congratulations on the Reddish Rumble victory. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that was so much fun. My biggest win so far, so I was really excited about that.
Nice. And
Yeah.
who were you joined with on that win?
So I was with Kanada and Foxman. So it was 2 content creators and then 1 pro per
Yeah.
team. So myself and Foxman were the content creators, and then Kanada, obviously, the FNCS pro of last
Nice.
FNCS. So yeah, it was really cool.
So I have to ask you, so is there like, when you play with the pros, is it like that next level of they're just on point, their building is just like, it's like, holy crap, how did you build that so fast type thing?
Yeah, yeah. Like I watch a lot of pros, so I'm used to like the speed and stuff. But
Yeah.
when you're with them, they have like so much confidence, and they're just like, do this. And Kanata is such a good IGL, so he was like, follow us, and like he'd be like, come here, and like we'd all just stop what we're doing and just run towards him. And they just know how to just hold themselves, and they're confident to 1v2 or 1v3 if they have to.
Yeah.
Which is just, yeah, it's just crazy. They don't get nervous, really.
Okay.
Or they don't show it
Yeah.
with their gameplay, because some people would get nervous and they start missing shots. They still hit, even if they're a bit nervous, you know?
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So who's Rubyplays before you jumped into Fortnite and streaming?
Yeah, I mean, I was just at school pretty much.
Yeah.
I was 17 when I started streaming.
Mm-hmm.
But just like a few months, and then I was turning 18
Yeah.
when I started. So I was just at school doing my A-levels pretty much, which I don't know what the equivalent of that is in America.
Yeah.
But it's just your exams when you're like 17
Oh, okay.
at school. Just before you head off to university pretty
Yeah.
much. So I did that, and then was streaming alongside doing that as kind of like a break from my studying.
Mm-hmm.
And then really enjoyed it. So I had the summer off after my A-levels, so I could quite focus on streaming. And then went to university for a year while streaming. I don't know how I managed to do that with the time. And I was streaming some good hours as well, so I don't know. So yeah, I was just doing that, and then just stopped university to do streaming.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
was it a gradual, like, was there a certain moment that, that happened or experience happened that made you like, yeah, I can do this streaming full time right now? Or was it just a gradual increase in viewership and, just momentum in general?
Yeah, I mean, I started on Mixer
Mm-hmm.
streaming, so it was a completely different platform, and the growth on that, I must say, was a lot easier than Twitch for me anyway,
Yeah.
because even though I didn't have a face cam, so I was just streaming from my Xbox, it was terrible. But somehow I actually got like good, I mean, I didn't get good viewers, but I got good followers and good amount of people coming through my stream that would then stick around.
Yeah.
So I got like 1,000 followers in like a month,
Oh,
which
wow.
is like really crazy. But then on Mixer, I think that was way more common
Mm-hmm.
to do that. But then the followers don't really correlate to viewers as much as on Twitch does. So
Yeah.
when you say 1,000 followers on Twitch, you're like, whoa, that's crazy. But on Mixer, it wasn't actually that crazy,
Okay.
if that makes sense. But I eventually started getting like a 20 average viewers. Like I remember being at 4 and then like 10, 20-ish.
Yeah.
And around then, I think I got like a couple donations of like £50 to then buy like a face cam.
Yeah.
And it's helped me buy like different things for my setup to build it up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like getting first donation is just crazy. Like £60. I was working a little part-time job then, and I was making the minimum wage of like £4 an hour. It's like this is crazy. So then I started doing that, and then slowly built up.
Yeah.
And then I just thought I watched a lot of other streamers because I had never known streaming before I started.
Yeah.
It was just advised to me by some kid that I used to play Fortnite with. He was like, oh, you should stream. So yeah, I just started watching other streamers. I was like, this looks really fun. I want to do this. So I just started doing it, and eventually I was like, yeah, I want to make a career out of this.
Oh, nice.
I don't know when that was,
Yeah.
but it just happened.
And now, when you went to, to your parents, hey, I'm going to just leave university.
Yeah.
How was their overall reaction?
Well, my mum, so it's my mum,
Okay.
and I said to her, I don't know, she knew that I loved it, like over the period of time that I was doing it. So I did my first year at uni, and then it was like summer holidays time, and I was just streaming. And she knows that I struggled in school because I had to work so hard, like fully teach myself so much stuff in order to pass. Like I got all B grades, but I had to work so hard for that. My sister, she hardly revises and she gets A's. I don't know how, but the education is not for me. So I was just so fed up with exams, and they caused me so much stress for no reason because they make it seem like it's the end of the world if you don't do good in exams. So I just said to her, look, I'm fed up of studying. I want to try streaming. So she came up with the idea to do a gap year from uni. Like, you know how people do gap years, travel, whatever. So I was just like, I'll do that and then stream for the year, see how streaming goes.
Yeah.
And I can still have the option to go back to uni after the year if it goes tragically or whatever happens.
Right.
And she also said to me, like a little bit throughout the year, once I started doing my gap year to stream, she said, you gotta earn this amount, like you gotta be able to do it full time.
Yeah.
Because obviously throughout that year I would have had no money and no uni money coming in.
Right.
So I had to do that, and then I actually did it. So she was like, oh, she started realizing that it could be something. So she was more open to that. And she always says, because she went into business as well, that's what I was doing at uni. And she was successful in business, but she always regrets not having done music because that's her passion. So she kind of said to me, look, you just need to go with what your passion is because I'm older now. I regret not doing this. I don't want you to regret that. So she was pretty much like, yeah, go for it.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And that's what I've found with a lot of the creators is, the successful ones have been ones that have had good support, around them, whether it's their parents or their spouse. Like, we talked a little bit about earlier that, we talked about Red, and also Anne had been on, and, Anne had her son who's Benji Fishy, who, she saw he had a passion and she backed him, fully homeschooled and go with it. And it's just good to have that, kudos to your mom to see, I missed out on chasing my passion. You go for it.
yeah, no, she's been really nice and supportive throughout it, and yeah, she's happy that I'm doing what I
Yeah.
love, and that it's finally in the last few months is like really showing that
Mm-hmm.
it's good. You know, she's
Yeah.
like, finally your investment of all your hard work is actually paying off now.
Yeah.
So she's really excited now. Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
So how I found you and how we connected was, Reddish was on, and at the end of the
Yeah.
pod, I asked everybody to shout out somebody to come on the pod, and she shouted out you. So how did you
Yeah.
guys end up meeting?
I actually have no idea how we met. Actually, I do know. I think I followed her on Twitter, and then she followed me and then messaged me. I would never have messaged her because she's like a much bigger streamer than me.
Yeah.
So I'd have been too nervous to reach out, say, hey, do you want to play? Because that's kind of a block between smaller streamers and bigger streamers. You don't
Mhm.
want to do that because then it makes like you're leeching or whatever.
Right, yeah.
So I would never have messaged her first. I'd have been too scared to do that. But I think she messaged me and was like, hey, do you want to play? I was like, yeah, of course. And yeah, and then we just played back in like chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
So quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've been playing since then. And
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
Red's super cool. I love her.
Absolutely. Now, when was the first time you guys actually met in person?
In person.
Yeah.
That's the only time we've met. We met
Oh,
in
no way.
Sweden. Yeah, this
Okay.
year. Yeah, and that was the Dreamhack.
Yeah.
And it was so funny how we met though, because we were sharing the hotel room.
Yep.
And she somehow, I don't know what type of plane or whatever she booked, but she arrived at like, I don't know, 5, 6 a.m. And I was like, I am not staying awake for you. I'm sorry. So she came in. I heard her come in when I was sleeping, actually, and then I went back to sleep.
Yeah.
And then we woke up in the morning, and our first time meeting each other was when we had just woke up. And we were laying next to each other. It was so weird.
Oh, that's too funny.
But yeah. Yeah. Makes for a good story, though.
Absolutely. And how was that dream hack?
Yeah, it was super cool. Yeah, it was such a fun experience. That's the first LAN I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And yeah, just meeting all the pros and everything. They're actually so much more chill than I thought. I thought they were going to be like little unsociable, like people that just don't, they're just not going to have fun.
Right, yeah.
But some of them know how to party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was fun.
All right, so let's jump into video games first. So when did video games start for you? Was Fortnite your first game that really got you into gaming, or was, when did it start?
I don't know. I mean, I used to, when I was like younger, I eventually got like an iPad, I think. Yeah, I got an iPad when I was younger, and I played like, I don't know, the little mini games on there, like Temple Run and stuff. But then I got Minecraft, I think, with my sister back like really soon after it became a thing.
Yeah.
I remember the update when like creepers and spiders came out. That's how long ago it was. And yeah, I would just be playing with my sister like on our iPads.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much, I guess, the first game that you could say. But then the first game on Xbox, that was Halo 5 because I was so late to get an Xbox.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't an OG. I would only ever play Xbox in my friends' houses because they would have Xboxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Gears of War, I would play around my friend's house, or Call of Duty, but I have no idea which Call of Duty it was.
Yeah.
We'd just go around and play. So those games are the
old
ones that got me into it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, over time, what have been some of your favorite games? Is Fortnite up there as, probably the favorite?
Yeah. Yeah, Fortnite is my favorite for sure. And the fact that it changes a lot and the incentive that keeps you playing is to get better. And the content, updates, everything, it has such good incentive. It's like Minecraft, like I get an urge to play it for like a week, and then I don't have that urge for like a year, you know?
Yeah, because that itch comes up and it's like, okay, I'll go. And then, all right, I'm done.
And then you build everything, and then there's nothing left for you to do. So it's
exactly.
like,
Yeah, absolutely.
So Fortnite's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
I did like Halo, but I haven't played that many games compared to some people.
Yeah.
Especially some streamers. Like, they've played loads of games.
Oh, yes.
My game, like, variety is really small. But I do like Apex and Valorant as well. I do like watching, like, competitive sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't follow it too close, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah.
And now, what was the reason you found the go live button? What made you, hit that button to start streaming?
It was some like 12-year-old kid from South Africa. Pretty much. Like when I first was like playing Xbox, I had no idea that you could talk to people while playing games
Yeah.
online. And suddenly I was playing a squad fill, which I used to do because I found solos I was a bit nervous about solos.
Uh-huh.
And suddenly people's voices came out of my TV and I was like, what is this? And I plugged in the one ear headset that comes free with Xbox. And I started talking with them and that's how I met
Oh, okay.
like all these people. And they're from South Africa because obviously they play Europe servers.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I was just playing with them for a while. After I found out that Fortnite was for free, so I got it. And yeah, and then they were going back to school, so they weren't going to be able to play with me. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna have no one to play with. So then he literally just said, you should start streaming. Like you'll be fun, like streamer to watch.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have no idea what that is. I didn't even know it was a thing. So then I looked it up and then got Mixer and just started watching streamers. And then I eventually just went live one day randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. And
so weird.
nothing really prepares you for that. You know, all of a sudden you're streaming and now you've got people coming in, strangers coming in and starting to talk to you.
Yeah, because I just did it because I wanted to meet some new people doing it, which I did. And yeah, fairly soon after I started streaming, I had some like friends that I made from it, and a few of them I'm still friends with until now. Like my best friend was one of my earliest viewers on Mixer.
Oh shoot.
And yeah, it's just crazy, and loads of them still come into my streams now, like 4 years later. It's crazy.
Oh, that's fantastic. And now, when did you jump over to mouse and keyboard from Xbox?
It was like almost at the end of summer, around like this time, a couple years ago. Because I was playing on Xbox and then I decided to just send it and get a PC with my best friend.
Yeah.
Because we had watched the World Cup and we thought, that's so good, but I need a PC to like get even better.
Right.
Because controller, I was like at my limit. I couldn't get any better because I hate playing claw and I just wasn't that good. So I was like, I really want to get better at Fortnite. And so we both got a PC and then I started streaming from that. And then, yeah.
Oh wow,
that's it.
Yeah, was it much of adjustment getting used to playing mouse and keyboard coming from controller?
It was, but the thing that you would think that I struggled with is like editing and fighting, which I didn't. I would get into 1v1s and after a week I was beating some of my friends in 1v1s. But it was just moving around buildings and interacting with chests I struggled with, like WASD.
Yeah.
But somehow I was fine doing that in build fights, but just walking around a building to loot guns was the hardest part for me for like a month. I don't know why. But yeah.
That's crazy.
I hadn't really played that many keyboard and mouse games in my life. I was always controller on Xbox. So yeah, it was really weird.
Oh, shoot. So now since you started streaming, sort of, what's been some of the, the highlights for you?
Well, I mean, I've done a couple subathons that lasted a while, and in those you do some crazy stuff. Like I've had to get a tattoo because of it. I've dressed up as Pitbull, and yeah, it does some wild stuff, and those are like really fun moments. Last year during my subathon, I actually was like 10 days into my subathon, and I was like, I felt like submitting my partner application. Yeah. Because I was able to for like a little while, but I didn't want to do it yet because I wanted to wait till I knew I was ready because I didn't want to get denied. And I did it and I got accepted for Twitch partner. Oh, wow. Literally tomorrow, it'll be a year.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so it's my year anniversary. So yeah, that was during the subathon. So something made me, when I was live, just look at my phone and I saw an email from Twitch and I looked at it. I don't know why I looked at it so quickly. If that was a denial, that would have been sad. But I looked at it and I got it and I just like was so happy. That's got to be one of my highlights as well. Absolutely. And the same with Mixer when I came partnered on there. It was also a massive thing.
Oh, very cool.
But then I was only partnered on it for like 2 months until it shut down. But yeah. Cool. No, those are some highlights for sure.
All right. Now the subathon, that's got to be tough. Every day you're locked in, and whether you're sleeping or you're just always on. Yeah. The biggest struggle for me is the fact that I feel bad if I'm not being entertaining literally the 24 hours of the day. So even when I'm sleeping, I don't get a good night's sleep because I'm thinking about, what if streams crashed, or what if the YouTube video that I'm playing has paused?
because I just play YouTube videos, and there has been some times when the YouTube videos paused, and I've had to get viewers to like text me to wake me up.
Oh my god.
And then that just stresses you out. If I didn't have that, then I would kind of be it would be a lot more easier to not stress about having to provide content all the time.
Yeah.
But that is the thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're just sat here like the whole time.
Right.
So it's like trying to be entertaining, but yeah, it's good fun though.
Yeah.
I love it.
Excellent.
But after like my latest one was 30 days, I felt so dead after that.
Oh my god, I bet. Holy crap.
Yeah, I was fully gone.
Oh.
I couldn't. I was like, oh. But then I had like 2 days off, and then I felt bad, so I went back to streaming.
Nice. Now you said
Yeah.
one of your subathons, one of the goals was you got a tattoo. Did chat pick out the tattoo, or were you able to? Hey, yeah, this is you picked it out.
I would not let chat pick out a tattoo. That's just crazy. I give them some options, and then they decide. Or I would have like in Discord, they can all submit an idea, and then I'll pick something. As long as I'm able to pick something, then it's fine. But it is their like choice.
And what did you get?
I got Perry. You know the platypus?
Okay, yeah.
He's like my stream like thing.
Yeah.
So I always have like little Perry. And so yeah, I got him on my ankle.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now since you hit the go live button, what is some of the harder things about streaming and just starting hitting that go live button and be on?
Yeah, I mean, for me, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, they always say streaming and content creation is easy. It is not.
No.
You are spending your entire life thinking about content creation, what's happening next, because you're working for yourself. So when you're not working, you're not earning anything, you're not being productive in your work. So it's not as when you have a salary, you can chill, you can take days off.
Right.
And it's the same thing every month. Whereas this, you could put in so much effort and get nothing. A lot of the time, you put in so much effort and get nothing, and that's the thing. But you've got to keep doing that, and then you'll eventually get something for it.
Yeah.
And everything that you do put in, you do get out. But it could just be in like a year's time you get it out. So it's fully investing in yourself and your stream and socials, to really... Yeah, it's a lot of investment.
Absolutely. And it's so much more than just playing a video game.
Oh, yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to create social posts, the whole thing.
Yeah, you're for every aspect of it. And also, you're really your own business person, essentially. You're running your own business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
And like you said, there's no vacation, there's no sick days, over here in the States, there's no health insurance. So, those are all factors that people don't think of when, when you try to be a full-time content creator.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot, but it's so rewarding though, when you eventually get that, like the appreciation, and then your numbers start representing the work that you've put in.
Yeah.
Then it's just the best feeling, and it is such a good job, but it is demanding.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And now do you make content for other platforms as well?
Yeah, I mean, I do literally everything, like Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. Is there any other ones? Literally all of them. So yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of the creators that have been on, they talk about, they started out in streaming, and then they say, they branch out and they do the YouTubes, they do the shorts, the TikToks. And, one of the things when they look back on it, they sort of like, I regret not getting an editor earlier or jumping into YouTube. Yeah, I regret not focusing on TikTok earlier. Yeah. Like last year, this time, I should have been really focusing on TikTok. I only have been the last like 3 months. Yeah. But if I did that earlier, it'd have been so much better. Yeah. And do you look at TikTok to bring viewers over to your stream, or just really TikTok to be a source for your content? I mean, you both pretty much, because like now they have like an what's it called? A way of earning on TikTok. So you earn for views, but also just mainly bringing people over, because like my stream is my main source of income. So you want as much people, and Twitch has no discoverability on it. Yes. So I streamed for like that 30 days. I only got like less than 1,000 followers. Yeah. Which is so bad for that amount of hours, like providing content. Right. So
like TikTok is literally just the way for streamers to get people over to because they can discover you, so then they realize, oh, that's a good streamer, I'll follow them on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because if you have one TikTok that takes off, gets 1 million views, and that's so many new viewers into your community and whatnot.
Yeah. And you will not get that by just streaming thousands and thousands of hours on Twitch.
No, because
you get that for like a little video on TikTok. Is crazy.
Yeah, and Twitch, you type in Fortnite, and it's like there's thousands of people that so absolutely. So now Fortnite. What was your path to Fortnite? How did you end up finding the game?
Just one of my friends at school happened to mention the game, and I had seen stuff on like YouTube, I think, or I'd seen a clip somewhere about of the game, and I thought it looked good, but I didn't really look into it that much. I wasn't that interested. And then one of my friends at school, he said that it was for free, so I was like, oh. I went home, downloaded it, and then I played my first few games, and I thought this game looks really fun, and it looks nice. It's like aesthetically pleasing, and so I started playing it, and I was like, oh, this is fun, I like this. And I was trying for ages to get my first win, and then that was like the grind, was to get my win. Pretty much. I have 3 kids. My middle son, he's my gamer. And I started playing Fortnite for the first time after I had some of the Fortnite creators on, like I think Swearin or Brave, and like I played. It's like, oh, I got I said to my son Ethan, I got 10 kills. He said, Dad, those are bots. I was like, oh, okay, all right. So just got deflated. It's like, yes. Now for you, but you work from the bots to the real players.
Yes,
so
eventually, yes. We ended up getting some wins, but like that initial high, I was like, dude, I kicked ass. No, Dad, you did not. Like, okay, yes. But now for Fortnite, what is the hook it has on you still after all these years? You still love playing it.
I mean, just getting better at it. So you want to get better, and then also just the rewards that you get from playing it with people. You meet loads of people, and the tournaments are really fun. I've been loving doing those lately because it's good entertainment for my stream to watch. And I like to stream what I like to watch. So I like watching really good players do really good in tournaments. But I also like the fun squads, entertaining, playing with friends and stuff. So that is my stream. I stream both of those aspects, like comp and also fun. So that's my main enjoyment from it. And if I didn't stream, I wouldn't really enjoy Fortnite as much. I must say, streaming help, like having the chat there and playing it is just so much fun. And
now, what's your take on the current season?
I quite like it. It's really fun. I don't want to, because last chapter I loved it. I loved it so much with Rocky Reels and everything. And now it's gone. I was like, oh, I wish I I took it in more to enjoy it, because you're never going to get that back, which is so sad. But this season, there was bits that I do like and don't like that sticky grenade launcher needs to go. That is just terrible. But I love the ice wall thing, and there's some aspects that I really, really like. So for zero build, because I do that a lot, competitive, that's my main focus is zero build. I wish that they added more cover items, because in my opinion it's more skillful when you have, it's not luck as to whether you get bunkers and stuff, whereas if everybody has bunkers, then it's just skills to who wins, kind of.
It's like a level playing field at that point.
For real, because I played in one tournament the other week, and everybody had the ice, and it was so cool. It was really skillful. So to do good in that is,
it wasn't just the luck of the draw. Oh, I got the
not
bunker,
luck
and now
that
I'm
much.
Gonna,
it reduces luck by quite a bit. And I just wish that they'd come up with the cash cups again instead of the victory cups. Because victory cups, I think, is kind of luck as well. Because I've seen people on Twitter get their first win, and it's their first earnings of Fortnite. And they pulled every zone. They were sat up on a hill in a bunkers. They didn't have to do anything. Everybody else just killed each other, Whereas, I miss the cash cups a bit.
And speaking of zero build, so that was, that came out, was it last year? They sort of
last year, I think.
What was your take on that?
I didn't like it at first. I was like, what is this? I'm running around an open field with nothing. I can't build. Then I started really liking it. I don't know. It's Because I was getting fed up of the fact that I'm on 20 ping and everybody EU, everybody can take my wall first try.
Yeah.
Like, I can't hold a wall. So that was annoying me. And I was like, this is capping my skill.
Yeah.
So I went over to 0 build and it doesn't make any difference. Your ping, really. You can play up to 100 ping and still do really, really good.
Yeah.
100 plus ping, you do feel it. I mean, in 100 ping, you do. If I'm playing on East, if I throw down a bunker, I'll get shot a couple times before it places. But yeah, it was ping, the main thing that got me really liking 0 build.
Oh,
and the aim. Like, I can out aim so many people.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it's fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And now, so you talked about playing solo and playing in groups, which do you prefer? Like, if you had your choice, are you playing trios or do you prefer solo play?
Oh, solos I despise.
Yeah.
I don't like it because for 0 builds, you just have someone sat in a bush that will, they could be so bad and then they'll still kill you because they have the jump on you.
Yeah.
And solos, I just don't know how some streamers do it because they play solos all the time and just talk to their chat. Whereas solos, I lose my mind. I need other people to talk to as well as chat.
Yes.
I can't just do solos because, I just fumble. I would rather solo squad than play solos against solos. Because in squads, people run around. They're not you don't get a full squad hiding in a bush.
Right. Oh my
so
Lord.
That's why. Yeah. And squads, duos, trios. That's the one for me.
And now, in your opinion, what has Epic done to keep Fortnite fresh and just, keeping the momentum going?
Yeah, I mean, new maps. That's like the main thing, like changing the maps every chapter. And even if the thing with Fortnite is because it changes seasons and chapters like pretty often. If you don't like one season, you just sit out for the season. Like if you're a casual player, you don't like it, you play less games. Who cares? New seasons coming in, you're gonna try it. If you like it, then you play it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I like it because it just switches up all the time.
All right. And now, when you're rolling, solos or rolling trios or whatnot, who's your normal crew you like to roll with? Do you have I
mean, I have a group that I call the homies.
Yeah.
They're just people that I've met from stream. So I do community games. So I play with anybody from my stream that wants to play. And then those are the people from there that I've kind of like gelled with and got to know better.
Yeah.
And I always message them in Discord. I tag them, say I need 3 people who's trying to play today. So I play with those, and then streamers like Red, I play with her quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I have the people that I play competitive with, so that's like Zrax, Tiger, Mythic. I play tournaments and stuff with those. Like the Fortnite tournaments.
Yeah.
And then invitational tournaments, I just message whatever pro I think I want to play with and see if they're down. Yeah.
And now, when it comes to, playing competitively and in tournaments, like, what is you hook up with a few people, and now how do you set up a practice? Because everybody sort of plays their own style, right? So our call outs are different call outs. You gotta, how do you prep for a tournament, I guess?
Well, most I do myself. I don't prepare with other people. So like for the Reddish Rumble tournament, I had never played with Kanada or Foxman before.
Yeah.
And then we added each other on Epic and we're in the same lobby. Our first game was the first game of the tournament.
Oh shoot.
So we don't practice anything there. But we managed to gel really well actually. We had good chemistry. So it's kind of luck with those kind of invitational tournaments.
Yeah.
Whereas tournaments like eFuse, where it's all girls tournaments.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. So I do get in practice with whoever my duo is, like Red beforehand. So we know our drop, we know what we're doing. That I get a lot of practice with. And then other tournaments for like Sweden, Dreamhack, I prepared with Tiger solid. That's the most practice I've ever done. It was the month before. I was doing aim training every day. I was with Tiger and Creative practicing throwing down bunkers, like right hand peaks, just everything you can think of. We practiced to get us ready for that. Yeah. So some tournaments you get tons of practice, and some literally just wing it on the day and hope that it goes good, and it can go good. So yeah.
Excellent. What was the first time you got your winnings, and did you call it mom? Hey mom, look at this. I
just my first winnings? I don't think so, because I think we did really badly with eFuse. eFuse, if you this was back like ages ago. I wasn't even a captain. I was just invited to some team
Yeah.
because they knew that I was good. So I was just playing with them, and they were both really casual players.
Yeah.
I think it was squads actually. So I had never played with any really, really good girl players then.
Yeah.
So when we played, we did really bad.
Oh.
So yeah, in EFUs, even if you come last, you still earn money. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
that's like we still earn like the minimum amount.
So you weren't
So it
calling
wasn't
mom
too
saying, "Hey,
crazy.
mom, I made 10 pounds."
No, no. But I did with the big winnings lately that I've got.
Yeah.
For the
Excellent.
Reddish Rumble and yeah.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
And now, speaking of your stream, you know, when somebody's coming into your stream for the first time, what are they looking? You know, what are they going to experience? How would you describe your stream?
I don't know. Like, I mean, you get squads, pubs, like just wiping everybody in squads. You get a little bit of sweating. So like, I do try like clutch up in like squads or whatever. You get the tournaments and yeah, you get the fun crazy as well sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole everything
Yeah.
pretty much.
Excellent.
Yep.
So now you
That's
talked a bit earlier about going to your first LAN tournament. What was that experience like? I think I saw a video of like you were like, "There's, you know, the tables are made out of wood here. You know, it's just plywood."
Yeah, it was. That really took me by surprise, having the tables built out of wood. And some of them were like creaking and then having gaps right where your mouse pad is. So
shoot.
your mouse goes in when you're trying to. Yeah, it was super fun. I loved it. It was stressful though. I put a lot of pressure on myself because
Yeah.
if I did qualify, I would have been the only female to qualify. And I was just thinking to myself, that will actually finally prove to everybody that I'm really good. The guys and the girls, because
Yeah.
I struggle even in girls comp to like be noticed for zero build.
Yeah.
So I really did want that. And the sad thing is we actually did almost qualify in the final heat. But they had a big issue with some cheater.
Yes.
Who was cheating in the games, who killed us in one of the games. And then they paused, but myself and Tiger couldn't load into a game for like 40 minutes when everybody else was loading into games.
Oh, shoot.
So we went from being 14th place to 33rd.
Yeah.
And you needed top 14 qualified.
Oh.
So we were on the cusp and we just needed a 10 kill win at that point.
Yeah.
To qualify. And then the cheater stuff happened. So then we needed a 15 kill win.
Oh,
and we loaded into our last game and we got a 10 kill win, which is what we did need if we didn't have the cheater.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But then we needed a 15 kill win. And we were demolishing everybody, but everybody left that game. Everybody that was still in left that game. So suddenly there was 3 people left when like the second zone came in. So everybody was gone.
Yeah.
And they were trying to queue into a final game.
Okay.
So if they actually stayed in, then we actually
You would have got
qualified.
your kills. Yep.
So it was just 3 different unfortunate moments that just stopped us from qualifying.
Yeah. I think I saw, was that did they actually find the cheater and walk him out and people were like booing? Yeah, that's
everybody
crazy.
was booing him. Yeah, because pretty much he was just paying. I don't know how they did it, but someone in the LAN got someone that was at home who was the cheater.
Yeah.
Paid someone that came to the LAN to set it up on the PC so that person can cheat while doing it through the LAN computer that the person was paying. So he got booed out when they eventually found him.
But overall, it was a good experience though?
Oh yeah. It was so much fun meeting everybody for the first time and made a lot of friends and yeah.
But what was it like playing with so many other people around playing at the same time? Was it hard to focus or did you just crank up your headphones
you just lock in because I had a similar situation before, but you just focus. And there was one point in that last game that we were playing where we got the 10 kill win. Tiger died, unfortunately. I think we got snuck up on, and it was just me versus 2 people.
Yeah. And
I actually managed to kill them both, and they were both actually really good players. Like they've got earnings, and I did beat them. And after I eliminated them both, I forgot that I was in the LAN with other people around me, and I just shouted, "I'm so good at this game!" And I felt everybody look at me as I was shouting that. But it was really funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just 1v2 them. I wish that I was recording though, or streaming it.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been really, really good. Next time I will record or stream.
Oh,
yeah, excellent. For sure.
And now, overall, how would you describe the Fortnite community?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really, really chill. The
Yeah.
side that I'm involved in and the side of the community that I see, they're all so nice
Yeah.
and everything. You get those few people that you're just like, stay away from them.
Right.
But that's the same with life and everything,
Exactly.
isn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah, no, I love
Excellent.
it.
And now I see
Yeah.
you're affiliated with Guild. What is Guild Esports and the Guild Academy?
Yeah, so Guild is we always explain it like football terms, so people that watch soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the academy, like Arsenal Academy or whatever, and then you go in that, and then their goal is to get you on the pro team. So they build you up, they help you with your Fortnite, with coaching, with your mental side, and gym, like even like your health and nutrition.
Yeah.
So Guild does that in the
wow.
academy, and then gets you ready and like you as a person as well, mature and everything to go onto the pro team.
Yeah.
And then once you're on the pro team, then you're on the pro team pretty
Yeah.
much. So
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. Now, how did you get
Yeah.
involved? How did
It's
you
really
get
cool.
into the academy? What was that path?
Yeah. So it was pretty much I got invited to be an interview on FNCS broadcasts for the EU. And so I went on, did the interview, and then I got an email from Guild afterwards because in the interview they actually asked me who I wanted to qualify, and I said Henan and Nas.
Yeah.
And they're both obviously the pros in Guild.
Oh, okay.
So I think they just spotted me. That's how they found out about me and who I was. So they actually said that they were watching my streams for like a week before they got into contact with me.
Nice.
After that broadcast, they were just checking me out like on the slide. And then then they sent me an email and I was like, oh, that's weird. I didn't know if it was real or not because obviously I know Guild. So I didn't trust the email at first, and then I looked into it and figured that it's legit. So yeah, we had a few calls, I think, and then myself, my mum went up to London to visit them in the HQ.
Oh, wow.
And then that's when everything happened.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, now I also see you have another thing, you're associated with, Real Clothing.
Yes. Yeah.
What is that?
That's my clothing line. So my mum and my sister and myself, we came up with it. So it's hoodies and socks right now. So yeah, we have 3 designs, matching hoodies with the socks.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister designed the Anon design, and then I did the Blue Rose and the Eden.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that going about a year ago. So yeah, just selling just some online nice like hoodies because I wanted to have merch, but then my opinion, most merch from like streamers, they just get another company to print out their name or something, you know, just really basic. And I wanted something that I enjoy and that I would wear to be something that I'm selling.
Excellent.
So yeah, proper like clothing line as well as merch, like combined pretty much.
Any new designs coming in the next future or so? Any new?
No. Nah, we need to sell our stock first, but it's coming winter, so we start selling that and then we'll do some new designs.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Right. So Ruby, when you're not playing Fortnite, when you're not streaming, what do you like to do?
Lay in bed. I mean, I do go out with my friends every now and then, not that often, because honestly, most of my time is streaming or doing content. Like, I am very busy with that. I do like to go to the gym. I hadn't in the last, like, 3.5 months, but I did go the other day, and I'm going to start getting back into it now my schedule's cleared up a little bit.
Excellent.
So, gym, going out with friends, and I love traveling, though, but that's only, like, a once or twice a year occurrence kind of thing. Yeah. So, but traveling is my favorite thing.
Excellent.
Apart from streaming.
And now, what do your IRL friends think of your streaming? Do they understand it, or do they just like, you just play video games?
They have no idea. They don't get it. If we ever meet up, so I had some good news lately, so they have no idea. So they don't even ask about me anymore. They don't care. Which is, it sounds really bad, but I just, I've just learned to not even talk about it with them, even though I could be so excited to tell them something crazy happened. Yeah. Just can't. So yeah. I have a couple other friends that are interested and they do get it, so I just tell them.
Okay. And now, any trips coming up? Any cons or any tournaments you're going to?
Tournaments, not sure. eFuse often hosts a winter tournament. Yeah. So I'll be prepared for that one. Last winter, I was on holiday. So that was really unfortunate timing because the prize pool of winter eFuse is like double the normal eFuse. So I was very sad that I missed that, the 1 week that I booked for holiday. But hopefully going to South Africa with my mom and sister
Oh,
this
nice.
December, which will be nice. Yeah, little trip away because we haven't been on a family holiday since
Yeah.
last year.
Okay.
So that would be fun.
Any plans to do any like Twitch cons or anything like that?
No, I was gonna go to TwitchCon Paris,
Yeah.
but then a lot of people that I did know going like didn't go because of the Paris
Oh,
situation.
yes. Yep.
So yeah, they didn't go. So I only knew like a couple people going. So
Yeah.
I just like didn't go. And I had just come back from Sweden not that long ago.
Yeah.
And I was about to start my subathon. So I was like, I need a rest for a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, so
Awesome.
not that I know unless there's another Dreamhack coming up.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
I'll definitely be interested in that.
All right. Well, hey, you survived the pod. Hopefully it wasn't too painful.
Yeah.
But
No, it was good.
excellent. Before you go though, I gotta, like Red threw you out. Who you throwing out
Yeah.
as somebody I should get on the pod?
Oh, I
That
should have
has a good
thought about
story.
this before I came on. I would say Red, but I mean Red's already been
She's
on.
already been on,
Red,
yeah.
a part 2. Oh, maybe DJ Ollie.
Okay.
DJ Ollie Leslie. Yeah, he hosts tournaments
Oh,
and
cool.
does some streaming like that. He was also on what was meant to be a TV show, which never has come out. That's when we went to Italy, so I went to Italy with him.
Oh, okay.
And other contestants competing in like
Oh,
the
no
gaming
way.
thing. Yeah. So he would talk about that, I'm sure. And yeah, so I suggest him.
All right, we'll get him on then.
Yeah.
We'll get you to
Yeah.
twist his arm and we'll go with that.
Yeah, I'll hit him up and you get him
All
on.
right.
Yeah.
Well, Ruby, thank you so much for doing this. It was really
Yeah,
nice to
no.
meet you, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Super fun. I can't wait to see it when it's out.
Excellent.
Yeah.